Hey everyone, it's Luke Ward here, and in this video I wanted to talk about structures that work well for cold emails and give you some ideas on things that you need to include in your cold emails in order to see better results. So the first thing is the subject line. The subject line and possibly the first 10 words of the opening line is all anyone sees when they look at their inbox. And so your subject line should be not only relevant to what they do and the problem they have, but it should pique their curiosity. You should create a curiosity gap and create intrigue so that when they read that subject line, the gap is not closed, the loop is not completed in their brain, and they're wondering what it is that you're going to say in this email that's going to make them curious enough to open it and read it. So that's the first thing. Next is those first 10 lines that they see in their inbox before even opening your email. So those are going to be the first 10 lines of your actual email. And so what you want to do is say something in that opening line that is relevant to them, relevant to what they do, what their company does, what they do in their company, and the problem that they're having that you solve. You don't necessarily need to mention that one, but I'll give you an example. Hey John, saw that you are hiring for an SDR, sales development rep, with ERP manufacturing experience and thought that I should reach out. So what have you done there? You've been extremely specific. You've made an observation about something that he is doing. He's looking for an SDR with this specific skill set requirement. Okay, that's much better than just saying he's looking for an SDR, isn't it? And also you said, and I thought I should reach out. So what does that do? It again piques his curiosity even more, because now he knows exactly what the topic is related to, the reason, but he doesn't still know the actual reason why you're reaching out. Maybe you're a candidate, maybe you're, there's all kinds of people that you could be, but what it does do is create more intrigue to make him want to read the next line of your email. Okay, so that's one example of an opening line that piques curiosity and gets very specific. And if you use AI to personalize it based on data that you have on the lead, such as their SEO description of their company, such as their website homepage, if you've scraped the text off of that, you can use that to personalize, such as a job description if you know for sure that they are hiring for a specific role and that this person is the hiring manager. Those are data points that you can use to create personalized messages. You just have to be very careful with the outputs that come from AI, and you have to repeatedly tweak and test them until you get things that sound natural and not absolute weird garbage that's going to get you marked as spam pretty quickly. So the second line of your email should, in my opinion, one thing that works really well is next moving on to an insight. So we've made an observation in the opening line. Now we want to make an insight. What is an insight? It is your interpretation of what they're doing and sort of guessing why they're looking for it, or guessing some other piece of information like challenges they're having, right? So let me give you an example. Let's go back to the example of saw that you're hiring for an SDR with experience in the manufacturing ERP space and wanted to reach out. So the next line could say something like this with AI personalization. Seeing as your company focuses on warehouse automation ERP systems, I imagine that you would be looking for somebody that has, and then A, B, C, X, Y, Z skill sets. So what have we done there? We've made an insight into what kind of person they might be looking for based on the observation. So we've gone deeper into the observation, and we've then said an insight which needs to be something that he's going to read and say, yes, that is what I'm looking for. Oh my goodness. So again, his curiosity is now piqued even further, and he's wondering, what on earth are you going to say next? I have to read the third paragraph of this incredible email. So we'll move on to the third line. What I would recommend for the third line is just going straight to social proof. I would try to keep your email brief, and every time you look at your email, you should think, is this part, is this phrase, is this sentence really necessary, or can I remove it? Is it just cluttering the email with crap? So get to the point. The point should be social proof that is relevant. In the last 6 months, we have helped a similar company in your space to hire 5 additional SDR resources, and who all have warehouse automation, ERP implementation, or selling experience. Okay, so it is saying, I understand what you need in detail, and in the last 6 months, we've actually done it for another company very similar to you. You can personalize that even further with the data you have. If you've scraped their homepage and you have their SEO description, or if you've scraped their LinkedIn company information, or their LinkedIn job post, or their personal LinkedIn profile summary, experience summary. So anyway, that it is relevant, personalized social proof, and you should not lie in it, because if they catch you in a lie, it's not going to be good. And from there, you would just move on to the call to action. It's like, I understand what you want and what you need. I understand why this is difficult for you to find this kind of people. We've done this thing that you're struggling with, and we've helped your competitor to do it. So do you want to have a chat? It can be as simple as that, the call to action. Would this be worth having a chat? I think you'll like the candidates I have in mind. You can get better, you can say other things instead of that. So for example, you could say, if you would like me to approach people in your market and introduce a short list of 3 to 5 people within the next week who are pre-qualified and ready to talk with you, let me know if you want to have a chat. So you're offering to do free work that's going to save them a ton of time, and we're always aiming for an irresistible offer. So if you like these ideas, then feel free to try them out. If you're not sure how to implement any of this and how to build these kind of lists and do the AI personalization and set up a successful campaign that generates meetings with your ideal customers, then get in touch. You can reach me at ClientTribe.com. That's our company's website, or you can hit me up on LinkedIn. But yeah, get in touch and let's see if there's a fit for us to work together. Cheers.